Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. I am back with our Week 17 AFC preview. Yes, the AFC conference. If you want to stick around, watch my NFC preview as well. That'll be the next episode, so stay tuned for that. But right now, we're strictly talking the American Football Conference, where nothing is settled at all. Please like and subscribe to Uneducated Network and Uneducated Sports Talk to where you can see my show and many other shows on our channel. Please like and subscribe. Let's get into it, y'all. The AFC is just crazy right now. Nothing is settled from 1 through 6. There's so many scenarios that can go on. We have Pittsburgh, who could be in, who could be out. Same as the Ravens. We also have the Chargers, who could be the number 1 seed or the number 5 seed. The Patriots could be 1, 2, and 3. We also have the Ravens, who could also be the number 2 seed. There's a way for it's all kind of pandemonium going on. The Texans could be the number 2 seed, number 3 seed, or fall down to even being the number 6 seed. All kind of scenarios. We don't have that kind of time to get through all of it. But what I can tell you is who's facing who's going to win what, and at the end, I'll give you guys my overall seeding for the AFC. Let's get into it. The early games, the Jets and the Patriots, that's going to be a close one. That is not going to be, it's going to be a win for the Patriots, but not as badly as you think. This Patriots team has struggled, and this Jets team right now is that much better than the Bills team, and that Bills team, although they got butts with points-wise, it was a tough game for the Patriots and Tom Brady and company. And the Jets, I think, just have a better defense and have a better overall team. And guess what? They're looking to play major spoiler. They actually have some weapons who could do things and a quarterback in Sam Darnold who is just better than Josh Allen. Let's be real about that. But the Patriots, they can either go from they could be number 1, number 2, or number 3. So many scenarios. But I do think that what we'll see is win and you're number 2. Because you can't rely on anybody else, and that's for every other team besides Pittsburgh. You can't rely on anybody else. You just got to go out there and win the game, and it's simple as that. I think the Patriots get this win, but a close one, 27-21 over the New York Jets. I think Tom Brady struggles once again, but they just have that running game that's going to bleed out the clock and take a lot of pressure off of Tom Brady. I like Sonny Michel and what they're doing, and even with Cordell Patterson and the sweeps and end rounds they're doing with him and using his big body to get yardage. But the Jets are not going to be an easy pushover. It is the last game of the season. They're going to play spoiler, and they want to do that. I got the New York Jets losing, but not by much. 27-21, a 6-point game. Might come down to the end. It might not. Who knows? But the Patriots, I think, find a way to get this done, and they'll be the number 2 seed. Boom. Fighting for that 2 seed, the Texans. I had the Texans beating the Jaguars. Look, the Jaguars are in the same mode as the Jets. I mean, their season's over with. They're playing spoiler, and the NFL is different from the NBA. In the NFL, you got to play the games because you don't know if you're going to be on another roster next year or not. So you got to play the games to show up and show out so that other teams can look at you and value you as a commodity for their franchise. So that being said, the Jaguars come out and play a physical brand of football because the Texans are just, they don't have any weapons. With Demaryius Thomas being out now with a likely Achilles injury and out for the year, they have no weapons on the wide receiver outside of DeAndre Hopkins, who is the top 5 wide receiver. That's a good news. But he's coming in banged up week after week, and he's gutting it out, and he's having great play over the last 3 or 4 games now. Great play from him. But outside of that, who are you going to throw the ball to? I mean, you only have so many weapons. The Texans will find a way to get this because they need this, because they can drop from, they could be as high as number 2 seed or as low as the 6 seed. So they don't want to be in that situation. They got to win this game. I think they grinded out a low-scoring affair, 17-13. I think the Texans' defense is going to be a big part because that Jaguars offense, if you shut Leonard Fournette down, you're going to shut the whole entire team down. And I think that's what the Texans will do and try and stop that run game because they need this to have a home playoff game in the wild card because I have the Patriots beating the Jets, so that means the Texans are not going to make the number 2 seed. They're going to be number 3, in my opinion, but we'll break all that down in just a minute. We have our afternoon games, really, really good ones now. And we have the Raiders at the Chiefs. Let's talk about that. This right here should be easy. That game against the Seattle Seahawks, that was a game where I picked the Seahawks to win. I just had a feeling. And when you're playing at home, playing on the road, it's just 2 totally different scenarios. It is what it is. Let's just be real. And the Chiefs playing at so they lose at New England and they lose at Seattle, they lose at LA against the Rams. I mean, they face some very, very tough, challenging teams, the teams they have lost to, and there's no picnic and there's no shame in losing to those teams. Seattle had a great game plan, and Russell Wilson is Mr. December and January, in my opinion, so he's the man going to this, so no shame. But Guess what? They play the Raiders, who already had their high. Their Monday night game against the Broncos. They want to end it with a bang because that might be the last time playing in the Oakland Coliseum. Maybe. We are not quite sure, but we do believe that might be the last time. And they went out there and want to show their fans, look, we got y'all just in case it is our last time. We got to win this game. So many emotions running high in that game. They're going to come to a straight-up buzzsaw when they play against Kansas City. Kansas City is going to come out there and put a licking on this team from start to finish. I have the Chiefs winning this game 42-24, putting up 42 points, which will cement Pat Mahomes' MVP year. I think with him playing Drew Brees, it just announced that Teddy Bridgewater will be the starter for the Saints. That kind of cements Patrick Mahomes' MVP right there, and deservedly so. He's going to have over 50 touchdowns, I promise you. He's 2 away. He's going to get about 4 in this game. He's going to be the MVP, and well-deserved, I might add, and the number 1 seed for the AFC. I think that they will take care of business, win, and they are in at the number 1 seed. Chargers at the Broncos. This game, it went back and forth for me because the Broncos, last game at home, and they always play up to their opponents. Let's just be real. They play up to their opponents, and the Chargers are no sneeze. I think that the Chargers still win this game. LA wins 23-17, but it's not going to be easy. Although the Chargers win, they'll be mad because the Kansas City Chiefs won, so they'll be the number 5 seed, stuck in the wild card game. And look, what a great time to be a LA fan. You got the Rams and the Chargers both doing their things, and right now they're both playing very well. Phillip Rivers, he's not MVP, but this team is well balanced. They're good at every level. They're not great at anything. Let's just be real. They're not great at anything, but they're good at everything. And they're really, really good at a lot of things. So I got this team winning by the skin of their teeth over the Broncos, 23-17. Denver has a lot of evaluating to do, a lot of talks about how we're going to make ourselves better for next year. And I'm interested to see this Denver Broncos team. They have the defense, if everyone's healthy, to be good. But it's all about the offense and the quarterback. Case Keenum, they thought was the guy. He is not that guy. Let's just be real. That's just being honest. Now it comes down to our AFC North, where the Bengals are going to face the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Browns face the Baltimore Ravens. And this is going to be very, very interesting. Basically, the Ravens win and you are in at the number 4 seed. You are secure. Steelers, you got to win and you hope that the Browns win. Well, guess what, Steelers fans? I'm rooting for you guys. Not really rooting, but you know what? I have Baker Mayfield coming down to Baltimore and beating the Baltimore Ravens 24-23 in something miraculous. I'm going with something miraculous because Baker Mayfield is that guy. He is that guy. He has that it factor. All this nonsense about him being, very juvenile and kid-like. I guarantee those guys that are in his locker room, they love it. And guess what? I love it as a fan. Look, okay, so what? Hugh Jackson got another job, but he's still getting paid. I can see the man wasn't getting paid and went to another job and got paid, and that's different. The man is still getting paid regardless. And the situation that happened, him leaving Cleveland and then going to Cincinnati because he had some kind of dirt on Cleveland. That's the reason why Cincinnati got him. They had him two more times. And guess what? Baker Mayfield 2 times put a butt whipping on the Cincinnati Bengals, and he let Hugh Jackson know, I ain't like that. I didn't like it. People are saying, oh, but he needs to stop being juke. Stop it. Baker Mayfield is what he is. He has the humongous chip on his shoulder, and he's going to use it, and he's going to ride with it. And I'm riding with Baker Mayfield. You either love him or you hate him. And a lot of people tend to hate him. But guess what, Baker Mayfield? I love Mr. Baker Mayfield, and he is doing a hell of a job. I'm just glad we don't see Baker Mayfield in the NFC South anytime soon. So I've got to wait another 4 years for that. But I got the Browns winning against the Ravens. And guess what? The Pittsburgh Steelers have the easiest game of the week against the Bengals because when the Bengals fall, they fall hard. And I think that the Steelers win 33-17. Juju, Aby all go out and they rejoice when they see that the Ravens have lost against the Browns. And this is the Browns Super Bowl. The Browns said that they're 7-1. They're trying to be above 500. They are not your old 1-31 Cleveland Browns over the last 2 years. No, this is a new, rejuvenated franchise with some decent talent, and Baker Mayfield, who has his star written all over him. Yes, I'm Drew Baker Mayfield because I told people from the beginning he's going to be the best quarterback in this draft, and he's going to make a big difference. And guess what? He is doing that for Cleveland. Everyone's saying it only works in Cleveland. You can say that because they've been sorry for a long time. It works anywhere. As long as your guys are in your crew and your clique and they're loving what you're doing, it doesn't matter what no one else thinks. Analysts, social media, get over it. Baker Mayfield's the truth. He's here to stay. I have them beating the Ravens, and guess what? That means the Steelers will be in the playoffs and the Ravens out the playoffs. Now, I really don't hope that happens because guess what? I'm a big Ravens fan, and I had the Ravens going to the Super Bowl with or without Joe Flacco, either Joe Flacco or Lamar Jackson. And if the Ravens get in, they are my dark horse to get into the Super Bowl. I just think the scenario is playing out. Baker Mayfield magic, and the Pittsburgh Steelers beating up a poor Cincinnati Bengals defense. Yeah, I think Steelers get in. So I could be dead wrong, but that's why we are here. So add the Colts against the Titans. That's going to be the NFL Sunday night matchup. The winner is in straight up, and the loser is straight up out. Everyone is just assuming that the Colts are just going in and just kick the Titans' ass. That is not about to happen. Not like that. If the Colts win, it'll be a close game, a tough game. Because guess what? People keep forgetting. They live in the now moment. What's happening right now? I'm sorry, just a couple weeks ago, didn't they just go into Jacksonville and put up a big donut? 0 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jaguars had nothing, no kind of offense to show for it. They won 6-0. That same Colts team is coming on the road once again in a hostile territory in Tennessee. I think Tennessee with Marcus Mariota or Blaine Gabbert, it doesn't matter to me. I think they come out there and they run the ball and they play great defense against this Colts team and they get a W. No one wants the Titans in there because they're not the sexy pick. Hell, I don't want them in there. I want to see the Colts in there. But guess what? It is what it is. The Titans get in because they're defense and they have a great running game. And they get in and they are the number 6 seed. And they're going to ruin the Colts and a lot of fans' happiness. Because if you see a Titans versus anybody, you kind of don't want to watch it. But we're NFL fans. We're going to watch anyways. You're just not going to enjoy it as much. Well, enjoy the Titans beating the Colts because that is what's going to happen in my opinion. I got the Titans winning 21-16. And a thrill at the end. But the Titans get it done with Blaine Gabbert or Marcus Mariota. Bet on that. Derrick Henry, I hate Derrick Henry because I had him in my fantasy, and the minute I just benched him and just didn't worry about him, he just went off. He went off. And he went off on times where I really needed him to, to not go off because I had him on my bench. So that being said, we have broken down all the AFC. Let's give you the recap of what's going on. The seeding. The bye weeks are going to belong to the Chiefs and the Patriots. Number 1, Kansas City. Number 2, New England. Then the wild card matchup is going to be number 3, Houston, playing host to number 6, Tennessee. Book it down. I got the Colts losing to the Titans. And then number 4, Pittsburgh. Yes, I said Pittsburgh. Out of all that talent that they have, and it looked like it was going downhill. I get a feeling that Baker Mayfield is going to resurrect the Pittsburgh Steelers, and all of Steeler Nation is going to be rejoicing for the Cleveland Browns. Thank you so much. The Pittsburgh Steelers get in at number 4, and they will host the LA Chargers at number 5. The Chargers with a lot of talent will be 12-4, and the number 5 seed. That's just kind of tough to think about, but it is what it is. That's how the NFL works. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm going to enjoy this. Y'all, I got the NFC Week 17 preview coming out in just a minute. So when you're done with this, click over and check out my NFC preview for Week 17. I'll tell you who's going to the playoffs, why, and why not. That being said, please like and subscribe to Uneducated Network and Uneducated Sports Talk. That being said, sports fans, you all guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.